Kia ora, fam. Another voice note type of situation, man. Before I go talking about things, I just want to say thank you to everyone who took the time to listen to my previous episodes, and even on YouTube, man. I can see the numbers are going a bit higher than I expected. It's not crazy high, but it's kind of better than I expected, you know. It's like, oh, this is beautiful. So I'm greatly humbled, and I really appreciate you listening to what I have to say about life, man. As you know, I'm trying to figure this thing out too. I don't know much. It is not easy to do these things sometimes, you know. But I think I love doing this voice note type of situation because it's kind of it kind of helps me to actually learn to speak, do my thing properly, you know, and do different ways, be creative with where I record it, how I record it, the angles, and all of that stuff. So I really love doing this, man. One day I hope this will be my full-time job. That's everybody's dream, right? Everybody's trying to, you know, get there someday, hoping that their passion would turn into something bigger. So I hope this will turn into something bigger. Either way, I don't mind. I just want to encourage people. If it is 2-3 people, I'm good. So yeah, if you love what I had to say, if you love what I'm doing right now with this podcast, subscribe. You know, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. YouTube will be DGU Project Podcast. If you want to follow and show your support, I would greatly appreciate that. Yeah, I didn't think I would keep going because this particular episode that I've recorded randomly at home with a crazy angle from the top, that episode really touched my heart when I was talking, because that really came from my heart, man. You know, everything I said authentically came from my heart, because as you guys know, that's what I believe in, you know, being authentic with people, being real about your struggles. That's what can connect people to you or whatever you do, you know. You don't have to follow trends. You don't have to do this and that. If you be you, if you actually share about your struggles, that's when people actually connect with you wherever you go, whatever job, whatever company you own, whatever you do. If you're authentic and it's all about people, that's when it grows. And if it is all about money, that's when it doesn't grow. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I had to say about all of that shit, man. And saying that, I was going to talk about how you feel when things don't go your way, when things don't go the way you want it to go. You see what I'm saying? Things like you're expecting something, you're wanting to do something, and you're wanting to change something that you're going through right now, like your job, where you live, the car you drive, and you want to make decisions, right? We all want to change things around us. Sometimes changing is not that easy as you expect it to be. You see what I'm saying? And when you look for a change, when you take the decision to make that change, either we always get disappointed and discouraged by the outcome. As an example, you apply for a job, you're looking for a new house, you planning to buy a new car, and sometimes it doesn't go the way you want it to go. For me as well, over the past few years, I wanted to, try different things, buy a different car, live in a different place, live in a different neighborhood, or especially when it comes to jobs, man, it's been really hard for me to find a job in the industry that I'm passionate about, filmmaking and photography. Every time I did try to find a job in the industry, I've always been getting rejected, which is pretty frustrating, because I'm so passionate about this. I'm not saying that I'm not passionate about the job that I'm doing right now as a chef, but I prefer doing filmmaking and photography full time. Maybe maybe it's coming from me not believing in myself sometimes, but either way, it's been a hard one, and that's what led me to doing what I'm doing right now, this podcast, making videos, without stopping this thing, you know what I mean? Otherwise, I don't know if I would do this if I was doing this full time. So that's what I was going to talk about. When things don't go the way you want it to go, there's a pretty good reason for it. Either you're not ready for it, or you are. Either you're not ready for it, or they're not ready for you. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about a job, especially a job. These moments, when you go through these moments, that's the time for you to reflect on things that you haven't done in order for you to have what you're looking for. You see what I'm saying? The job, the environment that you're living in, they all come from the setbacks. The moment you don't get what you want, that's when you reflect on yourself. It's like, hey man, what's wrong with me? What do I have to change in order for me to be better? Or am I appreciating where I am right now? The things that I have around me right now? Or am I learning something out of where I am right now? You see what I'm saying? Because sometimes we had to outgrow where you are right now in order for you to get into the next stage. But if you don't, you outgrow where you are right now by understanding and exploring and learning about things about yourself, or learning about things about your surrounding, paying attention to things, and seeing what you can learn from it, from that environment. That's what could change you to be a better human being. Sometimes setbacks do happen. Setbacks do come through because that helps you upgrade yourself. That helps you upgrade your mentality, or change yourself, because you might end up getting a new place, new job, new opportunity. But if your mindset is in the same place, nothing has changed. You would end up facing the same things that you are facing right now in the new spot, with people, with the opportunities that you're getting, because your mind hasn't changed. You see what I'm saying? And at the same time, sometimes you don't get the opportunities you want to get, because that will lead you to a better path. In your head, you think, oh man, this is a beautiful place to work at, or this is a beautiful environment to live at. There's a new type of people that I want to hang out with, not knowing they're not the best thing for you, But you want to understand that situation as well if you're not in the right mindset. You see what I'm saying? If your heart is not in a good place, you wouldn't understand that stuff. If your mind is sharp, if you're intentional about the steps you take every day, that's the only way you can be open to these setbacks, to see, oh, I'm glad that it didn't come through. I'm glad that, this friend group didn't want to accept me. You always learn something out of these little moments, man. Even for me, as I've mentioned, the job that I wanted I always wanted to get into. I didn't get an opportunity. Nobody wants to have me. It's not because people are stupid or people are selfish. It's just it's not working out. You see what I'm saying? With the global economy, and people don't want to hire anybody at the moment. So because of all of that, I had to sit back and reflect about my passion for filmmaking, and that led me to doing what I'm doing right now, and figuring out different locations, how to be creative with this podcast that I'm doing right now, and all these things, man. It came out of being rejected. You see what I'm saying? And this podcast came out of being rejected, not being where I want to be. You see what I'm saying? Mentally, um, uh, like this came out of this podcast came out of disappointments, depression, anxiety, um, not not being able to be where I want to be in life. You see what I'm saying? It's been hard, man. It's been hard. Um, it's been a journey, but I wouldn't have it any other way. All the setbacks, all the rejections, all the disappointments led me to where I am right now, being who I am, learning about people, learning about mental health, learning about myself, me, things that I could change about me. You know, if I didn't go through all of that, if I still, um, if I had, if I had the opportunities that I wanted to have, I don't think I would be this person right now. I don't think I would be this wise, or I don't think I would look at the world the way I do right now. With empathy, with love, with passion. Sometimes when we have everything, we forget to be, we forget to pay attention to details, and that can take you. That can literally, how can I say it? You not paying attention to details around you would end up making you sad anyway, because you're not grateful. You know, you're not grateful because you've gotten everything you needed. I want you to know, if you're going through these situations, man, sit back and think, sit back and reflect, and see what you can change about you. See why you're not getting the opportunities you're getting. Are you doing the things that you are supposed to do? Like, you're saying you're passionate about this and that, but are you actually taking the steps to do the little things to get to that space? Because if people don't see you doing those things that you want to do in your private life, like, say, out of a job, like, say you like something, and then you're still trying to pursue that while working a full-time job on the side, like a side hustle. I feel like if you ain't putting in the time to learn and grow in the passion that you have, then I don't think the opportunities will show up. You see what I'm saying? It's the repetition, it's the discipline that would give you opportunities and take you to places that you would never even think of. You see what I'm saying? Just like that, this podcast. I wouldn't be sitting in a car and recording myself like this if I didn't start this. You know what I mean? I decided to start it in the house. And now I'm trying to be creative with it. I'm trying to, man, where can I go and record? How can I bring to the podcast? What can I do? So setbacks do teach you to be better and be grateful about the things that you have right now currently. Sometimes we forget all of that stuff, man. We forget the things that we have, the little things we have. We forget to be grateful. And when you're grateful, when you're content with what you have, sometimes you don't want to go to any place. You can do things with what you have. You can, man. I don't think there's no, I don't think there's a, what can I say? it's not a setback. It's a stepping stone for you to get better. Even for me, man, last couple of weeks, I applied for a job that I really like, and I had an interview with them, and they didn't get back to me yet. It's been 2 weeks, and it's been like playing in my head, and it kind of taps into my self-worth as well. Am I not good enough for this? And the outcome was, when I sat back and reflected on that whole situation, I was like, man, my worth doesn't come from what I can do. My self-worth comes from who I am and my values. I don't have to be this and that to be, secure about myself. And my self-worth doesn't depend on what I can do. And even like, I was like, man, why didn't they get back to me? I'm like, nah, it's okay. It's all right, man. It's hard to accept sometimes. Your brain goes into different places. Disappointment, sadness. I felt all of that. But hey, that pushed me, that encouraged me to keep doing this, and to encourage you guys to keep going and to say something about it. That really got me, man. Last couple of weeks, I'm overthinking, deeply thinking about it, man. But it helped me to change my perspective. If I don't get this opportunity, it's alright. I'm gonna keep going with what I can do, what I have to do. I'm gonna be better at my job that I'm at right now, because I'm getting paid to do my job. So I have to get better. I have to be honest, and I have to do my best. I can, and be best. I should be the best I can be for where I am right now. So if I don't want to be that, I don't think I would have any opportunities in the future, or to, like, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I wanted to share, man. That's what I wanted to share with you guys, man. Remember, if you have a setback, if you haven't gotten the opportunity you have gotten, sit back and reflect. Think about why you're not where you want to be. Think about what you didn't do to get into where you want to be. Think about all of these things, man. That will really help you to find out why you're not where you want to be. It's frustrating, man. If you're 30, over 30, or over 25, it's disappointing to be where you want to be, because you had dreams when you were 18 and they haven't come through, and that can really mess your mind up. But don't let that keep you from being you. Don't let that keep you from your passions, and just keep going. Sometimes people don't recognize you because you're unique, you're different. People don't get it. People don't understand that stuff, man. Because people don't. You're not cut out for the things that everybody's doing. You're cut out for something different. So keep going, man. I say keep going, king and queen. Things will work out, and I pray that things will work out for you, man. And I pray that you will keep your mental health up. You see what I'm saying? And don't let all the failures stop you from doing what you got to do. That's all I had to say, man. Love you guys. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. And hope you would have a good weekend if it comes out on the week before the weekend. But if not, hope you would have a good week, man. Keep your head up. Remember, don't give up. That's all I had to say. Peace out.